Welcome back to the Shankly Sessions, the Liverpool podcast we bring you each and every week on the Dynamo Podcast Network. Head over to YouTube, smash that subscribe and bell notification button. This is your match reaction. Leeds versus Liverpool. Leeds nil, Liverpool 3. Could have been so much more. A lot of opportunities and squanders wasted, but of course, the talking point coming out of this game is one young Harvey Elliott, and looks like a very bad ankle smash there that has happened in the tackle during the game there, just before he was about to be subbed off and replaced by Jordan Henderson. You have to feel for the young lad. He's after going out on loan last season. The Blackburn had an absolutely outstanding season in the championship. He's come in this season in the 3 games or 4 games at the start of the season, and he's after setting the place alight. Looks a proper baller, real world class player that he's flourishing into, and then this happens, and it looks now like his career is going to be stalled, I would say, for at least, my guess is at least a year. Minimum in terms of rehab. He has a long road ahead of himself. Of course, he has all the support of the club and the fan base and the footballing world tonight, because everyone appreciates really top footballers when they see them and stuff like that. So when we see young talent like this coming through, we always get excited, especially when it's our own on our own team. Let's get into the game. Interesting game, of course. Liverpool very dominant in the game. Even though the possession was 44 Leeds, 56 Liverpool, it just seemed like Liverpool were so much dominant and on a totally different level. Um, where do we begin? I mean, shots on target, Liverpool at 8, Leeds at 4. Off target, Liverpool at 6, Leeds at 4. Very dominant block shots with 16, Leeds had 1. Possession 56 to 44 for Leeds. Corners 11 versus 2. Offsides 4 to 2. Fouls we had 8 to 9. But we were just so much dominant. Throw-ins 20 to 13. Yellow cards obviously 2 to 1, and obviously that one red card, of course, over the tackle. Um, Look, I'm sure the player didn't mean to go in and didn't have the intentions of obviously breaking Harvey's ankle, but it was obviously a dangerous tackle. And once that happens and that's the outcome of it, then there's no choice but a red card, to be honest. I'm sure that the player himself tonight is quite distraught, as well as what's happened there alone. Young Harvey, who's sitting in the hospital, either going through surgery right now or waiting on surgery. Um, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the game, I mean, just Liverpool looked different level. First half, Salah absolutely dominant, giving Junior Firpo an awful time, to the point where Firpo was hanging out of him on most tackles, basically. Jota very unlucky not to put one away. Mane had a couple of chances. Um, so we could have went in. I mean, if we had went in on the break and it had been 3 or 4 nil, we wouldn't have been that flattered really with the opportunities that we created. Came out in the second half kind of a slight bit sluggish, but then more of the same kicked in. And again, dominant again, creating chances. Thiago moving the ball around greatly. Harvey was doing his thing. Salah was just a pest all day. Mane, squandered a couple of chances. And then, funny enough, the chance that he did get that he took was probably one of the harder chances that he had, where he had to turn out from the defender and put the ball away, slot the ball home, and he took it beautifully. And I was delighted for Mane to get his goal, because, he had missed a number of opportunities. And I think with Mane, he's one of these players where, like, he's a form type of player. So if his form isn't good and it gets in on him, it affects his game. So if he's scoring and he's happy, you know what I mean? That's when we see Sadio Mane at his best. He's just like, he's electric to watch at times. I thought with Leeds again, and I mentioned it, earlier in the season when they played United as well, they just seem a little off the pace. Seem to be second to a lot of balls, giving balls away too easy, poor pass and squandering possession. And when you do that to a team as good as Liverpool, you're going to have problems. But nice from a Liverpool point of view. Back up there in third at the moment, but obviously joint top. It was really, really important to get the win today, especially with the way the results went yesterday. Nothing but 3 points at Ellen Road today would have been acceptable. But yeah, I suppose the game is going to be marred by the tackle and by the injury to young Harvey Elliott, which kind of put a souring on the performance. Which, as I said, it could have been so much more goals. I can't believe it was only 3-0. But look, we take a 3-0 away from home every week if we could get it, wouldn't we? So we roll on. AC Milan is up now next on Wednesday. I'll be over there for that game. We'll be doing some podcasting while we're over there. And then it's Palace next weekend. So roll on that. We should be able to get a good result against Palace and continue our good form. So until next time, this has been your Shankly Sessions match reaction. Leeds 0, Liverpool 3. And we will talk to you again real soon.